Paris. Well, turning now to the latest developments on the Benghazi whistleblower scandal. Breaking news now. The State Department has finally made contact with our next guest. That after repeated claims from the Obama administration and the State Department insisting that they were unaware of the Benghazi whistleblowers being intimidated or blocked from coming forward. Joining us now, Victoria Tansing, attorney representing one of the State Department whistleblowers, former Justice Department official, Republican counsel to the Senate Intelligence Committee. Victoria, good to have you with us here.
Good to be here, Lou. This is like as the world twirls, a continuing saga.
It really is. And after both you, the Oversight Committee, have attempted to focus the State Department's attention on the issue of providing a channel for moving classified information into your hands and control, at long last, you are finally contacted by the State Department.
But thank you to Fox. And what happened was, finally, a letter after 2 weeks, or more than 2 weeks, the State Department wrote to Chairman Issa and said, well, here's where you go to get a security clearance. Are you ready? Assistant Legal Advisor for Employment Law. Who would have known that? And so, I mean, you know, each of these agencies has a different arcane way to go through and get this clearance, and I knew that, and we all knew it. That's why we asked for the process. So I called the person a couple of times in over a 2-hour span, and only when I got on Fox today and said her name, and I now won't repeat it, she called the office, and I now have applied for my security clearances. Breaking news here on Fox.
Well, that's terrific, because it is a positive step in moving into the public information that apparently is critical to our understanding of what did happen in Benghazi. Are you satisfied with the strictures, the process that's been, of which you've been advised by the State Department, so that you can provide proper protection and representation to your client?
Well, until I get my clearances, I'm not going to be satisfied. And I've had top secret clearances. I've had code word clearances when I was chief counsel for the Senate Intelligence Committee and Deputy Assistant Attorney General, and I've had clearances for representing specific clients. But that's how it works when you're in private practice. When you get your clearances, it's only for a particular case. That means the information is compartmentalized, as you know, is a big deal in the intelligence world. So when you get your clearances, you can only do it for that specific case, that specific client. So I had to go get it for this specific case and client in this regard. And we'll let you know. We will keep you tuned, because I sent it out within an hour after getting what I should provide them.
Well, and congratulations on that, and our thanks to the State Department for being responsive. After denials, though, from both the State Department and the White House about attempted intimidation or threats against 4 whistleblowers identified as employees of both the State Department and at least 1 employee of the CIA, where do we go from here? And because it's not conceivable that you would know what the exact statements are that would be made by your client, because you haven't had that clearance. Secondly,
I know the unclassified, Lou. I do know. I have talked to my client at length. Well, no, and I know the unclassified.
And you think the unclassified information is adequate to provide significant help to any investigating committee then?
Well, let me just tell you that knowing the unclassified information are inconsistent facts with what the administration has said.
Can you share any one of those with us?
No, I can't, because I just can't. You know, be glad to come back here. But at certain points, my client would stop and say, oh, this is an important conversation, but I can't tell you because it was given in a classified briefing, and I don't know how to separate the classified from the unclassified. You know, that's usually very difficult. When you read a piece of paper, it's hard to know what's classified and not classified on one piece of paper that says this is all top secret. So my client is being so compliant with the law. And here the State Department was trying to ignore this until y'all beat up on them. And they were obstructing justice. I mean, there are criminal sanctions for that. So it's good that they're thinking about getting in compliance with the criminal law.
And Could you characterize the contradictions? And by that I mean characterize their import, potential impact, the dimension of what you know of the unclassified material that you find to be contravening testimony, previous testimony, or statements by the administration on Benghazi?
Let me put it this way, Lou. My husband, Joseph DeGeneva, he's also my law partner, is also representing somebody. And so I'm pretty familiar with the array of information that will be presented. It has to do with the security problems, issues before 9/11, the night of 9/11, and the aftermath, which includes the retaliation of various employees. So I'm giving you the spectrum, because if I identify just what my client knows, then I will be identifying my client.
Did I understand you correctly to use the word retaliation?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And you said employees more than one?
Yes, I did.
Well, we're going to, I reluctantly have to say that we're going to leave it there, and I can't wait to talk to you again, Victoria. We thank you. And again, congratulations on taking one further step in this process, representing your client, and it appears the interest of the country. We appreciate it. Victoria Tonseng, thank you so much.